Oh dear, it's happened again.
And just try. I wanna be the only one to make it to the line. I'll take it to the edge where I live 1,000 lives. And maybe I could be the one right into the setting sun tonight.
Oh dear, it's happened again indeed. Hi there, it's Brett Keenan here from TKA Broadcasting, bringing you the Bahrain Grand Prix. I'm a little gutted at myself a little bit, so I'm going to explain it just before the race begins. So, as you know, we finished in the points at the Chinese Grand Prix, but being a stupid dickhead like I am, I forgot to advance to the next point to allow it to save. Left the PlayStation on to the point of when I went to bed, turned it off, and as a result, lost the data. So I had to do the race again. I couldn't be bothered because it was a 100% race, so I simulated the event and finished 17th as expected. So I am bitterly disappointed by that because we had scored points for Sauber. But either way, we are going to redeem ourselves here at the Bahrain Grand Prix. So as I said in the intro, we made it into Q2 and qualified 13th. So here we are, 13th on the grid, building up to the 5 red lights. It's lights out, away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. And as you can see, we get off to a brilliant start, but then gets stuck to the rear of Nico Hulkenberg. Lance Stroll decides to fancy himself up the inside. We brake very late into the first turn, hit ourselves into Max Verstappen, and look at that, we're up to P8 already. Verstappen holding us up into turn 2, heading through turn 3. We're in P8 with Max Verstappen in front of us, Kimi Räikkönen in front of him, Sergio Perez behind us. We head into turn 4, try to go around the outside of Verstappen, does not pull off, so we slot ourselves into P8. Sergio Perez fancies himself up the inside, but we defend the line, just a bit of contact there as his front wing gets into my rear tyre. I'm surprised we didn't get a puncture from that. But either way, we're in P8. After qualifying 13th, I think I was a bit optimistic heading into turn 1. Just braked a little bit too late, and just as a result managed to claw our way through the field. So we're just a bit agile through here. Decided to do the first 2 laps of this Grand Prix because it was off the hook. So as you can see, we jump up to rich mix just to try and get away from Sergio Perez a bit. But you can see that Verstappen, Räikkönen, and then I think that might be Lance Stroll. Well, actually, no, it might be Felipe Massa, I'm not sure. But either way, they are starting to surge themselves ahead of us. So we're going to try and hold down P8. Of course, the team expect us to finish P17. We haven't bet, well, other than Bahrain, since the simulation. If you disregard that, we have been achieving our expectations by quite a fair margin. 13th in Australia, 9th in China. What can we do here in Bahrain? So we continue on into lap 2, heading down the main straight. And as you can see, Sergio Perez with the straight line speed, looking to take a go up the inside turn 1. Now look at this, 3 wide into turn 1. Verstappen, Massa, and Räikkönen. And as you can see, we take the initiative, try to go around the outside of Massa, give him contact, give Räikkönen contact, but we draw ourselves around the outside of Räikkönen. So around the outside into turn 4, and we get 2 places for the price of 1. So great job there by myself as we chase down Max Verstappen, who is on the super soft tyres. So the grip would be better off for them. So Massa was on the super soft, Räikkönen on the soft. So it's a bit of a different contrast of strategies. So it's obvious to me that using the faster speed of the Ferrari, Räikkönen and I think maybe Vettel too might have been able to use the soft tyres in Q2. So either way, we can see that Räikkönen now fancies a chance up the inside of us. We don't fight him, we give him the space and let him through, and then cut us our scratch across so with Felipe Massa does not get through. So as I thought, Massa is on the super soft tyres, so you don't actually tend to pay attention to this too much while you're actually racing it, but once you look back on it and start commentary on it, then you kind of pick up on these details, or well, at least you try to. It takes a little while for you to understand what's at what. So heading to the last corner to start the third lap. Valtteri Bottas setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, which would indicate that he's in the lead. So we do a 36 flat, so not very fast compared to Bottas. And then we skip now to lap 10, where things kind of started to settle down a bit. We're as high as P2 at the moment. Bottas had passed us initially, so we were at one point leading the Grand Prix. A Sauber leading a Grand Prix, that's strange. So Sebastian Vettel does the fastest lap of the race into the 132s. We're coming in for a nice fresh set of super soft tyres. Now initially we were having a battle with Kimi Räikkönen actually had developed a problem, and our objective was to try and catch him before he pit, but that didn't happen. Now here's a bit of fun here. So we got a battle here between Esteban Ocon and Danny Kvyat, the torpedo. Whether he gets back into Grand Prix racing, I don't know. But you can see they've compromised their runs heading into turn 4. We've got a good run, and then a little bit of late braking up the inside, just touched the side of Esteban Ocon, and again 2 for the price of 1. So their squabbling has granted us P8 once again. So through the pit stop strategy, we had lost 2 places. Kvyat, I think it was on a different strategy, so he wasn't really in play there. So moving to lap 12 now, and we're cleared Ocon a little bit, and now we're chasing down Kimi Räikkönen, who's still got the problem. But here, Lewis Hamilton with a front right deflation, and I got it right this time. Actually, I didn't have to express myself this time, and I didn't put the big bold letters on the last one, so I feel a bit stupid for doing that. But either way, we're ranging up the back of Kimi Räikkönen, who we think still had the problem at the time. We weren't sure, but even with DRS, you can see that 2017 Ferrari engine just destroys our 2016 Sauber engine. I really wish that Ferrari does buy out Sauber to give them a bit more pace. So as you can see, lap 17, we're in P6 at the moment, and we're now coming in for the softs. So now you can start to notice that a lot of these other drivers are using the mediums instead of the softs again. So whether they've used all their softs or whatnot and can't get to the end of the Grand Prix in the super softs, which is 8 laps, 10 on the softs, and 50% race. So you would say that the mediums would probably do about 12 laps, given that it's 8 on the super softs, 10 on the softs, and then it would be 12 on the mediums. So we go wide coming out of the pits, and then you can see Esteban Ocon, we have cleared him, we're in P10, and at this point we are just trundling along nice and casually. We'd usually do transitions for this, but I'm using 2 laptops to do all this stuff. So my primary laptop is the one that I use to record the video, and then I break it up using the Vegas there, and then I transfer it over to my storage computer, where I then do the commentary and all that. So we now skip to lap 28, because it was pretty boring right up until this point, where Esteban Ocon's mediums start to kick in, and he caught right up to us, and this was the highlight of the race. Just trying so hard to fight Esteban Ocon off to have P7. I mean, we are redeeming ourselves from that China mishap. So we're in the points again, and we're fighting for P7, which is 2 places higher than what we finished in China. Now, so you can see Ocon goes around the outside. I go deep into the brakes and make a meal of turn 1. Ocon tries to make a move, but doesn't quite get the traction he wants. So we go side by side, heading into turn 4. And then, as you can see, I just brake a fraction later than Ocon and slide it around the outside and retain the position. Now, as I was saying, Bahrain is not a track that I thought would be very strong with the Sauber, what with the straight line speed deficit, and a lot of this track being a lot of straight lines. So for us to be in P7 and battling with these guys is quite amazing. So Sebastian Vettel wins the 2nd Grand Prix of the season, and with Hamilton down the order, it's a great points haul for the championship leader. So as for us, we're still trying our hardest to fight off Esteban Ocon. Now about halfway through the race too, my ICE began to play up, so my straight line speed was even more degraded than as it normally is. So to be able to fight off Esteban Ocon with a faster engine and with a damaged engine was an incredible feat, and I was just sweating trying to keep Ocon off me. So as you can see, he's ranging up behind us once again, But it's the last corner, it's the last lap, around the last turn we go, and it's going to be a P7 finish for us and Sauber. What a redemption. We have clawed back what we lost. Well done, boys. We did it.
Nice work. You did well today. I think the boss will be happy with that one.
Oh, damn right he will be.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari, on the top step once more. So then, it's time to see.
Thanks
how
for
this
watching,
result
guys.
affects the
What a
Drivers'
race that was. So,
Championship. It's a
Vettel
good
wins from
result for
Verstappen,
Sebastian Vettel.
Ricciardo,
He moves
Raikkonen,
further ahead
Bottas,
to the top of
Massa,
the table.
myself,
Moving on to the
Ocon,
driver of the day
Kvyat,
then.
and I didn't see who
Anthony
10th was.
Davidson.
But
Who
let's
would
see
you
who
go
driver of
for?
the day
From
was.
my point of view, it would have to be the Sauber driver. Look at where
Yeah,
they finished,
boy!
where they started.
Well, there you go. We're driver of the day as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. Keep in touch with TKO Broadcasting. Oh, and also keep in touch for a special broadcast about a video I posted up not too long ago called the Kiwi Cup. So tune in soon for one of those videos. Till then, keep it easy, take care, and race hard.